It's disgusting what's going on with her. You guys need to put a stop to this because it is going too far. She was out there hacking again versus Phoenix today. And not only was she out there hacking and doing all of that stuff, let's look at her trying to interrupt the Phoenix Mercury's huddle and start a fight with Satou Sabally and Mercury players. Let's look at this nonsense. You guys need to put a stop to this. Y'all need to put a...
Dijonai Carrington waited until the game ended to go after Satou Sabally. Like 4 quarters of play just weren't enough. And Kathy Engelbert? She looked more like she was running a wellness retreat than overseeing a professional basketball league. Someone get her a whistle and step in. This isn't just a regular WNBA rivalry. It's a heated showdown. What happened next? You won't believe it. Grab your popcorn. This one's wild.
There's some serious drama going down here after this ball game ended. Well, I'm surprised security...
Now you see her go approach her? You see her go approach her? You see her go approach her from behind? And that look, her teammates are having to pull her back and all of that. Bro, you lost. Y'all got smacked. Y'all have won one game. Take your sorry asses to the locker room. Take y'all sorry asses to the locker room. Y'all won one game all year. Shout out to Paige. You had a hell of a performance today. Y'all stink. Don't interrupt the other team huddle. Take y'all trash team to the locker room, bro.
And it gets even crazier because the real question is, how is this still happening? It's 2025, yet we're watching professional athletes act out like it's a school hallway scuffle. Meanwhile, Kathy Engelbert is calmly sitting back as if everything's fine, like she's running a mindfulness seminar instead of a competitive sports league. Is this a professional basketball organization or an anger management session with a scoreboard?
Are we doing? Seriously, what are we doing this season? What happened to you in the offseason? Who hurt you, Dijonai? Ever since the season tipped off, you have been a one-person wrecking ball, wrecking havoc on the floor, wrecking havoc after the game, approaching officials, eye-raking Jessica Shepard. Another week, another day of dirtbag Dijonai Carrington. A game where Paige Bueckers had her best game as a pro.
Let's take a moment to talk about Dijonai Carrington because we've officially entered a whole new level of on-court chaos. She's not just battling in the paint. She's out there making moves that look more like martial arts than basketball. At one point, it felt like a Shaolin training demo broke out mid-game. Blink, and you might have missed her channeling Bruce Lee on a layup attempt. It's starting to feel like every post-game handshake is a secret tryout for a WNBA version of Cobra Kai. The drama? Off the chart.
In drama yet again in another basketball game. And this time it's with a top-notch player, man. Her and Satou Sabally had a powerful exchange after this game. And you already know, Phoenix put the beast on Dallas. Dallas, one of the worst teams in the league. This should come as no surprise, bro. But one thing I can tell you is Dijonai Carrington behavior is starting to look a little spooky, bro. At this point, bro, something has to be done.
And then there's the hair pulling. Yes, you heard that right. We're now witnessing WNBA players getting tangled up in ways that have nothing to do with basketball. It's hard to believe how we went from fast breaks and three-pointers to sideline scuffles over personal space. At this point, someone might want to notify the league office, not just for fines, but for player safety protocols. Never mind mouth guards, helmets, and insurance waivers might be next on the list.
And Satou Sabally low-key was going at it the entire game. Okay, they both they were doing pretty good guarding and defending each other. Like it was starting to get heated up again. They're very competitive women. Okay, Satou Sabally stands at 6'4". Dijonai Carrington is at 5'11". The truth is, though, low-key, they kind of have been going at it, so to speak, for some years now. I remember I saw a clip back in from 2023. Just YouTube it here, guys. It's on YouTube here for free. Just type in Dijonai Carrington, Satou Sabally 2023. They got into the kind of clash, and then Dijonai Carrington had said something to her out of bounds. She did something to her. She got fined $200, and then they was on Twitter talking about it. And Dijonai Carrington had added Satou Sabally. She was like, "Come on, Satou, it ain't even gotta be like this." And Satou Sabally was like, "Girl, whatever." Again, Satou Sabally, okay, has been she's slick at the mouth. Okay, her and Dijonai Carrington, they act like they ain't got no media training. They act like they ain't got no home training.
Now let's talk about the real issue. Dijonai Carrington isn't just being overly physical, she's being selective about it. This isn't random chaos. It's calculated. She seems to target players she knows she can overpower, usually rookies or those under 6 feet tall. Try that kind of approach with a veteran like Aja Wilson or Brittany Griner, and the outcome might look very different. Instead, she's choosing her matchups like it's a carefully crafted strategy. It's less about competitiveness and more about control. It gives off the energy of someone who stirs up conflict only when the odds are safely in their favor. That's what stings the most, because it feels intentional. This isn't just emotional intensity in the heat of the moment. It's pre-planned aggression, laced with ego and questionable judgment. And where is Commissioner Kathy Engelbert in the middle of all this? Likely in a boardroom, preparing another soft, generic statement about professionalism and league values, while the actual games start to resemble dramatic episodes of a sports drama. What the league really needs right now isn't PR spin, it's strong officiating and leadership before the tension on the court escalates beyond control.
Out of here, bro. Get her out of here, man. Get her out of here. Why is she even up there? Get her out of here. Dijonai Carrington, you have done enough. WNBA, are you going to step in? Remember the last time I said, since the refs won't handle her doing all these flagrants, somebody gonna have to step up and fight. Now we're after the game and she's approaching someone to fight. She's approaching someone hostile. You too hostile. You just got popped. Y'all have lost 10 games. You have won 1 game. Get your ass to the locker room.
Picture the scene. The final buzzer sounds, players are exhausted, emotions are high, but instead of exchanging respectful handshakes and heading to the locker room, Dijonai Carrington appears to shift into action mode. While Satou Sabally is still adjusting her laces, Carrington is already in a defensive stance, ready for conflict. It's chaotic. The crowd is unsure what's happening, security seems absent, and Commissioner Kathy Engelbert is nowhere in sight, possibly focused on optics rather than action. Meanwhile, DJ is turning the court into a stage for confrontation, one unnecessary shove at a time. Let's be clear, this isn't just passion or competitive fire. This is unchecked aggression happening right in front of officials. And every time the league responds with nothing more than a minimal fine or a vague tweet about sportsmanship, it sends a dangerous message. Physical outbursts won't be taken seriously. Where is the accountability? The leadership? Carrington's on-court behavior resembles a slow-motion highlight reel of escalating incidents, while the league's top executives remain disengaged, focused on appearances over action. Clip 6 at this point, Kathy Engelbert has about as much control as a substitute teacher in a room full of unruly students. Everyone's doing their own thing while she quietly takes notes no one will ever read. And let's not confuse this with passion. Passion is diving for loose balls. Passion is playing through injuries. Passion is not taking cheap shots and calling it accidental. Dijonai Carrington has crossed the line from competitive to combative, pulling hair and escalating post-game moments into something that looks more like a fight than a handshake. What's even more telling is who she targets. You don't see her confronting seasoned veterans with size, presence, or a history of standing. Up for themselves, she waits for the rookies, the quiet players, the ones least likely to respond. That's not just aggression, it's calculated aggression. Strategic, selective, and masked as intensity. And the fans? Many are hooked because, let's be honest, the drama is gripping. There's something unsettling yet captivating about watching someone try to turn a routine post-game line into a scene from a fight movie.
What else happened last night? Dijonai Carrington said, "Oh, what? Paige Beckers is going to get all this shine after her amazing game? Paige Beckers is going to get all this publicity after this amazing game? How do I take the spotlight off my teammate, act like a child, and have everybody's eyes on me? Oh, I know what I'm going to do. I know exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to approach Satou Sabally. As the Phoenix Mercury are over here huddling, Satou Sabally gets into it with one of the Wings teammates. They're over here. Yeah, you see? Yeah, Satou Sabally jawing at Dijonai. And that's Dijonai. That's dirtbag Dijonai, by the way, with that thigh tattoo, as you see over here.
If Commissioner Kathy Engelbert doesn't take control soon, the WNBA risks becoming known not for its elite talent and rising influence, but as the league. Where post-game altercations overshadow the basketball, it's time to move past polite warnings and start enforcing real consequences. If Dijonai Carrington turns yet another post-game moment into her own personal showcase of aggression and the league remains silent,
How did security let that go on for so long? How does WNBA security not usher them off of the floor? How are y'all allowing them to stay on the floor that long when you see it's becoming hostile? Especially with her reputation. Y'all supposed to get them off the floor. Get them off the floor. You don't see the other team. When Minnesota plays at home, right? When Minnesota plays at home and after the game, they do their dance, step thing, whatever it is they do. You don't see the other team out there. No, the other team beat it. They just smacked y'all. Skate, get out of here. Skedaddles, have a safe flight home. You don't see the other team out there when the minutes like, come on, y'all lost. Y'all been losing. WNBA, y'all.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is a conversation that could also be important for the next CBA. You know, Kathy added a lot of games, and us as players, recovery is so important. We put our bodies on the line every single time. We had 9 games in 18 days. That's not really responsible for a commissioner. I think other teams have like 3 back-to-back, so it's just a lot of things that we could clean up in terms of scheduling, but we've persevered and we show that we can do it. It's just something that obviously along the way over the course of a long season, that's really hard to do.
WNBA needs to step in and solve this nonsense, man. Y'all are allowing this girl to run around like a menace. And like I said, Satou kind of soft. It is what it is. Like Satou ain't with all that. She know who to pick and choose to play these games with. She wouldn't have, you see Alyssa Thomas was stopping it. She wouldn't have did what that wolfing she was doing with Satou. She would never do that with Alyssa Thomas who was there. She wouldn't do that. She wouldn't do that at all. At all. At all. Y'all got popped by 13 points. You guys are 1-10.
Really allowing her to bully, attack, say whatever, do whatever she wants to any damn players. There is no disciplinary actions. There is no nothing with Dijonai Carrington, bro. I mean, this is getting out of hand, dog. And it's just so crazy to me that this is yet another week. I mean, well, not even a week. Another game. And we have a Dijonai Carrington situation, bro. A whole damn situation, bro.